Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. I do fear for today's edition. I trust you, LA, but then we've got Frank and Jan on the same show.
True.
Does often spiral into some madness.
Yeah,
I have some good news. Kay,
Yes?
I have some good news. Just back from wedding in Italy. My oldest son got married to an American girl from Kansas. Fantastic days. I'm emotionally wrecked. I've been crying for 4 days. I just want to warn you that I'm in a romantic mood tonight.
You were crying because your daughter was getting married.
My
No, your
son
son
was getting
married to an
yeah.
American girl. That's why you were crying.
No, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Where did they get married, Jan?
On the heel of in Italy, Maturbia, I think it is. Yeah, it was great.
Congratulations.
Oh, how
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's what I was looking for.
Congratulations, Jan. We're all very proud
How
of you.
many beers?
I sent
More than
them to Jürgen. I sent to the Jürgen.
Okay, let me see if I've got the questions here for you guys tonight.
So you're not ready yet?
I'm not ready yet. Oh, I am now. Okay.
Okay, good.
For as much as you all poo-poo the Nations League, the players on the pitch are giving their all and the stadiums are packed. Perhaps it means more than you all think.
Who is
Yeah.
you all? Who is you all?
Y'all.
Who's
Y'all.
who are
Y'all.
these? Who's y'all? Jan, now that your daughter-in-law is American, you better get used to y'all.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. But,
yeah.
but first of all, okay, the Nation League is a tournament that never stops. It just keeps on and on and on. But to be fair to the Germans, when we saw the game today, it was a fantastic game. It was a sellout crowd, and the Germans have been doing very well to selling this tournament. They call it a mini Euro. Tomorrow we have France-Spain. It's going to be a fantastic football game. So I think that this is worth something for them. There is not many international tournaments you can win. So, I mean, we have one in the studio today who's won the World Cup, of course. But this is a tournament that I think that kind of built in reputation. So I think that is a good thing.
Yeah, but you know, what I remember from my days, you know, every time we played a national team game against another national team, it was packed and we gave 100%. It was what we call friendly games.
Yeah.
But national league games, when you play for your country, it's never a friendly game. So you always get the pride out when you play, and it's what the players are doing right now. Yeah, there is a trophy at the end. Maybe it's a little bit more competitive, but I don't really think so. When you play, and I went to play to Chile, it was packed, and we played there, and we played 100%. We played to Australia. It was the same. That was a kind of a competition because you play for your country.
And if I may, this perception that the Nations League may not be important to some, it emanates and comes from people, and there are some that sit in the studio and say exactly this, that they don't really care much for international competition to begin with, or national team competition.
Exactly.
I love national team competition. I don't mind that we take a break from the leagues and actually have France play against Spain or Germany play against Portugal. I like watching those games. Now, I know that I'm in the minority here in the studio most of the time when it comes to that stuff, because there is this whole idea that unless the Premier League is not playing this weekend, that is not worth following. Then it's not worth watching the matches. The truth of the matter is I, Alejandro Enrique Moreno Riera, I like watching.
Too many names.
Like watching international football.
The good thing about that,
And Frank Allen, James Lubbock think the same.
Yes.
that is
Kay Louise
the
Murray
point
would like
is-
to know what you've got to say, Jan Agafioto.
Thank you.
Yes, Kay, Andrea Murray. I will. No, I 100% agree with Al. Let's not forget in all these kind of commercialization of football, the great leagues, the great personalities, the big investors. To play for your country is the greatest honor. Look behind me. I have the Norwegian shirt. We love to play for our country. Can you imagine on Friday, Norway is playing at home against Italy? I mean, we can only get 30,000 into the stadium. We can sell 100,000.
Yeah, of
People
course.
are so enthusiastic about this game. Could we finally come to a World Cup again? And yes, the Nation League is the same. You saw Cristiano Ronaldo now. He is 40 years of age. He's running like a 30-year-old around on the pitch, scoring his 137th goal for Portugal. That means something to you. After your career, you can say you have so and so much money on your account, but show me your caps. Show me how many times you played for your country. And imagine, Frank, he won the World Cup for his country. Wow, 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 wow.
You don't have to say
have
anything.
good
Just take
times.
it.
No, I was-
Just take it.
I take it.
Yes.
Someone
take
other
it
than
in.
you said it as well, which is amazing.
Yes, which
Yeah.
is usually not
I didn't
the case.
force him to say it. That's crazy.
Just
I didn't
accept
even.
He
How
said
much?
it
How
on
much?
his own.
How much?
On his own.
Send me the bank
right.
details, Ian.
I will.
Ale, who did you learn to dive or draw fouls from?
Well, first of all, you have to have it in the blood. It has to be in you. I must say, I couldn't tell you exactly who it was, but I do know that growing up, it was part of the culture with which we grew up as players. And as an attacking player, it was our way of
Cheating.
You say that, but
Were you a
say
positive
that.
punk?
yes, I was a positive punk. It was retribution to defenders.
Yeah.
It was my way or our way to, they can get away with things, maybe I can get away with things.
That's fair.
And so I'll play on the fringes of legality. I play on that gray area. And if I can push that line and that helps my team win, then I could not care less what anybody else's opinion is. I would, whatever was necessary for my team to win, I was willing to do.
I think for me, the king of the king in that matter was for me Pippo Inzaghi. I never played against him, and good for me because I would have been sent off, and good for him because I think he would have gone to the hospital. Because I couldn't stand that. The guy was, how do you say?
Faking
all the time. That was amazing. But sometimes the people, why did you become actor? You see, because I played against and with Italian players. It's how you learn how to pretend and to act.
Well,
But first
With
of all,
all due respect, because I love the subject.
Go ahead, Jan. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, Ale, okay. Now, I just want to say when I came to England, that was in 1993, and I did it occasionally. I mean, I love that Ali is so open about that. If he did that in Europe, he would be burned on the marketplace. But okay, he's honest about it. I remember when I came to England. In the second game I played against Liverpool, against Neil Ruddock. For those who don't remember him, have a look at YouTube.
Fraser Ruddock.
He ate you for breakfast. And he came over to me and he said to me, if you do that again, I will probably knock you so hard that, and I stopped. I stopped at that moment doing that. And also a funny thing in the 90s in England, it was only the foreigners who dived. Yeah, but there were so many English doing the same. But when the English did it, that was a proper way of doing it.
Yeah,
they were always foul.
Yeah,
Ask Jürgen Klinsmann. Jürgen Klinsmann came over with a reputation of diving, they said.
Oh, that was
which I
true.
did, yeah, and then he scored for Tottenham. He made a dive. I think that was perfect answer for Jürgen, because Jürgen didn't do that. I think that Al explained it very well, because you couldn't see always what the defender did in your back. To hold your shirt, keep you in your Achilles, kicking you and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
One, I wasn't an out-and-out diver. I drew fouls. First.
It does say that in the question.
Yes. Second, Jan just put a name on it right there. One of the players that I now remember watching and seeing how he was able to draw fouls was Jürgen Klinsmann. And let me just tell you, Jürgen Klinsmann is not from Caracas, Venezuela. He's not from Barquisimeto like I was. No. He's from Germany.
Yeah, we play Monaco in Inter Milan.
All right, okay. Right.
It rubbed off on him.
And all I can tell you is that he was very good about
That's true.
But he was
withstanding
one
the
of the
challenge.
best strikers in the world as well.
Withstanding
Yeah.
the challenge, feeling that contact. It's like, my advantage is now gone. Why am I going to fight through this? No need for me to do this.
I played against him, and,
Yeah.
he was very clever.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
to use your body to make sure you're going to contact him. That was perfect.
And that was the key.
What about your friend, Frank? What about your friend Alan Shearer when he pushed into you always
well,
first?
that was more him kicking the defenders.
Exactly.
By the way,
exactly.
what you just said there, Frank, using your body to tempt the defender into a foul, that was the key to it all.
Sure.
Now, full disclosure, speed wasn't my strength.
Oh.
It was not my asset, right? And so I needed that contact. And I would invite the defender, here's the ball, come and get it. The moment he was about to come and get it, then I would put my sizable backside between me and the defender. He would bump into me. I'm going down to my knees. I'm getting the foul, and we're moving on with our lives.
It's why sometimes I get upset with the commentators where they say, "Oh, there is a contact," but who conducted the contact? That's the thing with me. And most of the time, especially nowadays, you see strikers trying to initiate the contact to make sure that people get, oh, there was a penalty. But sometimes you don't do anything. They go to your legs, they make sure there is a contact, and the ref gives a penalty where, in fact, they initiated the foul.
We teach that on Fridays at the diving camp.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, can you imagine Al coming to Ayerson Park in, say, end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s, and do a couple of dives, and then afterward explain what he did now? Wow, he would be in the riverside.
He would be leaving limping.
Again,
He would.
Again, not diving, drawing fouls.
Drawing fouls, okay.
Okay.
Jan, is the Mbappe Haaland era over already? I hear people talking about Doué and Yamal so much, I think it might be.
It hasn't even started. I mean, Erling Haaland, in a season where Manchester City were bad, he didn't get one cross, they didn't take one counter, he scored 31. Mbappe, of course, a failure. Is it 40 that he scored for Real Madrid? Yes, there always come new players, but Mbappe and Haaland will be around the Ballon d'Or or the Champions League trophy for 10 more years to come. So definitely no. N-O.
The skills are different. I mean, you can put Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, and Doué and Dembélé together. Haaland is different. That will be the amount of goals that he's going to score. We're going to make him Ballon d'Or. If we are...
You're still talking about the Ballon d'Or.
Again and again. Yeah, well, that's the question, I guess. But we're going to talk about Haaland next year if they win the Premier League, and he's going to score 40, 45, 50 goals. Because he hasn't got the skills of the others, but he has the cleverness of scoring many, many goals.
Okay. Next question. Dembélé was able to showcase the Champions League trophy at Roland Garros. When you won a trophy, where was the coolest place you were able to take the trophy, Frank?
Oh, in the nightclub in Paris. I swear, we didn't go anywhere with the trophy. No, we went to do the news at 1 p.m. in Paris live. But after, the only place we went to was a nightclub all together with the trophy. That's it.
That's it. MLS Cup, Saleh?
Well, I was a family man, Kay. I went home. I did not know where this trophy went after we won it. I can't recall, one of the two. One of the two. I'm not a drinker, I'm not a partier, so I went home, I think.
Oh, you're so boring.
All right.
Come on. Come on.
You want me to explain to you exactly what happened?
No, it's not.
I said I think.
He thinks.
I think.
All right, this question for you now, Jan. With Florian Wirtz's performance today against Portugal, should Bayer Leverkusen hold out for the reported 170 million transfer fee? Should Liverpool pay the fee to get Wirtz?
Well, first of all, they will pay the fee, and we're not 100% sure what the fee will be now. What we were told, it was the Bayern concern said that they wanted 150 million euro for the kid going to Bayern. That was to go from a German club to another German club. Mm-hmm. I think that he will be not cheaper, because in those kind of numbers you can't say cheaper because it's unbelievable high anyway. They will find an agreement. We've seen lately that there have been players been linked to go the other way. Kelleher went, but now Kelleher were one of the candidates. Didn't happen. Elliot didn't happen. But I think they will agree on that. I expect him to be a bit cheaper than 150 that they wanted for Bayern, because I think they will give Liverpool a reduced price for not having him in Germany anymore.
Okay. Last question is for me and you, Jan. I'll let you have it. Who would you like to see take over for Carrick at Middlesbrough? Michael Carrick has departed from Middlesbrough today.
Yeah. Did he depart today?
Dyche, yes. Steve Cooper, Rob Edwards, Tom Cleverley, Gerrard, Rooney, etc. Anyone in mind, Frank? Jan?
That I've seen all the candidates. Did we see the candidates there? Yeah. Steve Cooper was in Norway today, coincidentally, and I spoke to the guy who saw him to teach the Norwegian coaches, and they were very impressed by him. But I would like to get us up I would like to get us up, and I would like Sean Dyche. Get him in there, get him up. UK, tell me.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Okay.
Ancelotti?
You have Inzaghi if you want, he's free.
I'd take him. We'll take him in
Juninho,
Middlesbrough.
okay.
We'll show him a good
Juninho.
time. All right. Thank you so much for sending in your questions on the latest edition of Extra Time. We will be back tomorrow to do it all over again. See you there.